Can we not convince a few million people to walk off their job for workers' rights? Probably. Through a lot of hard work, organizing, and a few million one-on-one conversations. But not on Reddit. Not in the US. Losing a job here means losing healthcare. And most people here don't have much in savings. If anything. On top of all that, investment companies own a good chunk of residential properties. So most people rent. I'm sorry, but no decent parent is going to risk homelessness for this. If I didn't have kids and significant health problems, you bet your ass I'd participate. We want to. As things are, it is mostly impossible or detrimental to a person's livelihood to do so. This is by design. Solidarity ends at the breadlines. Not unless people are willing to suffer for it. When people are apathetic enough that they let things get this bad, there's no getting it back without bleeding for it. What you're really asking is, are people desperate enough to bleed for it? Likely no. Most are living paycheck to paycheck. I don't know much, but the one thing I do know is the people are to divided black and white, poor and rich, Democrat or Republican. 90% of people think they are middle class even if one has a $1,000 in the bank or $1 million. They all believe to be middle class. One visited the US once and that was enough to see that it will take a bad ending for the working people. Person shrugging. Not likely. Many are comfortable enough at work to not want to walk out. Yes! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. This needs to be done with the biggest and greediest businesses. Walmart for sure. Nah. Things have to get a lot worse before most will sacrifice what they have for what they could have. I have bills to pay. Not without a pretty large and expensive infrastructure and people trusted to keep the masses' interest in mind when given the opportunity to sell out. The rich know this and it's why they do everything possible to keep these things from happening. It's illegal for federal workers to strike. I would ignore this law as I believe it is a human right to strike. But I would go to jail and the government would roll right along without me. This is why your vote is a total waste of time. In other industrialized countries, the workers' rights have been put there by governments, often pressurized by unions. In the USA, no party has any interest in changing things. Two of the best examples. Legislate 2 weeks vacation a year and abolish hire and fire at will. Will it be done? No. Why? Because those in power are bought and paid for. Every one of them. It's very difficult to convince millions of people at the same time, as there's too much variation. It's really difficult to convince a few million people of anything. That's a monumental, difficult, and expensive task. No, most people are controlled by the moving picture box. Especially this sub. Imagine a group of 100 children. Every week, their caretaker gives them ice cream as long as they behave. They love ice cream. Ice cream feeds their families. Ice cream can be traded for things they need. Ice cream is delicious. Ice cream makes them feel whole. Now imagine a group of 50 children outside who don't have ice cream, asking the 100 inside to protest against their caretaker, ice cream giver, so that all 150 children can have ice cream. How many of the 100 children do you think will risk their ice cream and protest? The caregiver knows. As long as the majority, middle-upper class, have their delicious ice cream, they won't risk it to help the minority, lowest class. In fact, they would rather buy freezers to hoard their extra ice cream than spare the extra for the untouchables. This is how humans have been, are, and will always be. It's not as easy as one would think. America is ruled by fear. Bruh, we can't even convince 99% of the population to make 1% pay taxes.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.